So we didn't have any of that in Knoxville because, you know, the budget was light. So
we could call this the ECW game, actually, when you talk about the ECW locker room. This is a gimmicked bag, and New Jack almost broke his fingers trying to get into that thing when we were playing. Okay, the final item.
Oh, geez. What is it? Actually, that's a glue dispenser in it. Now, are you diabetic or what? No, it's a pen. It's a writing pen. Yeah. Well, you didn't even bother to get the real props.
If we get pulled over with this fucking bag on the way back from a shoot, that's the one thing they'd be able to...
And the video equipment, they'll think you're shooting porn. You know, and that really isn't funny because, you know, the thing is, well, obviously I never had to worry about it with the steroid deal because it was my mouth and not my physique that got me over. But, you know, it's not even funny now because so many guys, you know, and I can kind of give, you know, I can separate the other stuff, the recreational stuff from that. It's almost like the guys were led to believe by Vince McMahon's hiring practices, if not anything that was ever stated, and by the way the business has evolved over the past 20 years, that you had to have a body, you had to have a physique. That was the most important thing. You weren't going to get a job, you weren't going to make money. So guys had to, you know, whether they were bodybuilders or not, whether they were into it or not. I mean, Vince loves that kind of thing. He loves to work out. He's a 62-year-old billionaire. I'd have people stuffing food in my mouth and rubbing my throat so I didn't have to chew if I had his money, but he still wants to work out and take whatever he takes to retard the aging process, let's say. But so many guys had to do that shit, and now whether it be just heart attacks or whether it be superstar Billy Graham's problems or whatever, you know, it's, I mean, now I'm just, boy, Mr. Blanket, first name Wet. I'm bringing things down here, but that's not even funny because the guys, we never needed steroids. You didn't need bodies like that. You didn't need human cartoon characters. The UFC proves that. The guys are in great shape and they're athletes, but they don't look like they're ready to blow up at any second. And I think the business would have been a whole lot better off without that. And I can say, as long as I've been in the business, I'm not going to say that nobody was ever using needles to do anything, but I never saw it besides steroids. And, you know, I think the whole drug thing until the last 20 years was, everybody used to, you know, a little of this and a little of that would, you know, was the wrestler's trademark. And now it's all of a sudden, oh my God, he had 16 different kinds of prescription medicine in him when we found him in his apartment. And it's just bullshit. Anyway.
All right.